How you can overcome your own perfectionism. Hi, I'm Freeman, the Close Your Clients one. And in this video, I'm going to be answering your question. How do you overcome your own perfectionism? And I'm going to present how I overcome my perfectionism, and I think it's extremely effective. But before I get into that, I just want to make you aware of a few things before I reveal how I overcome perfectionism. And what I want you to think about is, first, is the setting or the standard, the quality that you're setting, is it too high for where you currently are? For example, it would be unrealistic, and it'll be a huge telltale sign if you're trying to start a YouTube channel, okay, and you saw some really influential person do it as well, or even you're trying to do some kind of sales video, and you can see that they've got a very expensive and elaborate, exquisite, luxurious background with chairs and books and just really, really nice settings. And they want to replicate that, but what they don't see is that it costs a lot to do that. And they don't have that kind of budget, so they're waiting and waiting, and then they spend time looking for the right camera at the cheapest price. They spend so much, and they start looking for the right rooms and all of this. It just gets way too complicated, and in a sense, it will take you a few steps back. Most of the time, perfectionism will just keep you stuck in one place, but there are some instances, or many, where it will take you a few steps, because by the time you've done it, you've wasted a lot of time, energy, and money, and you've created this extra stress for yourself. So that leads into my first point of how I overcome perfectionism, because the biggest thing that that I keep telling myself, and I verbally affirm this to myself every single time, is that if I'm trying to do things perfect the first time, okay, what I'm insinuating is that once I've reached that level, I can't improve anymore. And that is not true, because I know that I can always improve, whether it's getting a better camera, getting a better setting, okay, or any other number of things. So it's okay to improve, and it's okay to pursue, in a sense, perfection. Whereas for me, perfection is continuously improving whatever it is. That's what I see as the pursuit of perfection, is continuous, forever improvement. So anyway, getting to how I deal with perfectionism is I will write down the 3 things that I'm willing to accept. Okay, that if I don't have these for what I'm starting, then there is absolutely no way that I will bring out what I'm trying to achieve. For example, when I first started this YouTube video, or this YouTube channel, is that I told myself that I would have to have great audio, and I wouldn't accept any muffled audio, because, as my mentor told me, people can accept video quality, the visuals, being a little bit fuzzy, but what they cannot and will not accept is bad audio on a video. That is absolutely key. And I thought that was kind of amusing, because it's a video. But in short, anyway, getting back to the point is I had to get great lighting, great audio, and I had to have some way of solving my internet issue, because I had a huge internet problem, and unless I didn't get these things sorted, I wouldn't be starting my YouTube channel. Only then would I actually get those, once I got those, would I actually start pumping out videos on a regular basis and upload them. What I was willing to let slide is if my background wasn't as luxurious. What I was willing to accept is if I'm going to make a few mistakes in the videos, okay, maybe I have to look off in the distance, or I might stutter once or twice over a word or so. That I could accept. Or maybe my body language, in terms of how I use my hands, okay, maybe I'll be too stiff sometimes. Or maybe I was just repeating the same action way too many times and it looked quite awkward. Those I could handle to a certain extent. As long as I could see myself that I was improving little by little with each video, then I was okay with it. Even now, I'm still not completely happy with the way I use my hands, but I can see that with each video, I'm gradually improving. So those are the kind of things. And when I'm writing down the top three things that I must have, and writing down the top three things that I'm willing to let slide, I will write down why. And I'll make sure I write it down in my notebook. And you can choose to write in a piece of paper, but I prefer to write in my luxurious notebook, because then I take it much more seriously. And then once I've written them down and the reasons, I will verbally affirm them to myself. I will say it out loud. Why do I do this? Well, the reason why is there's a big difference between thinking about something, writing about something, and saying something out loud. I mean, when I say saying out loud, you don't have to shout it, but you just say it so in your normal voice and say it to yourself, and just reading as if you're reading out from a book to yourself. And when you do that, okay, the more you commit yourself to something, then the more you are going to do it, okay, or believe in it. And there is just something that I can't quite explain, but there is something, it takes it to a new level in terms of belief and so on when you say something as opposed to writing it. But doing them both is extremely powerful. So that's what I would recommend to overcome your own perfectionism. Write down the top three things that you will not let slide, okay? And ask yourself, is this realistic for you at the moment, okay? And just focus on what you can do now, what equipment you can use now. Don't look at the high-end equipment that you eventually want, okay? Don't focus too much on that, because you're giving yourself way too much to do. And then write down the three things that you are willing to let slide. Write down the reasons, okay? And that's pretty much it. That's how I deal with perfectionism. If you have a different way, then I would love to hear it down in the comment section. And if you like this video, please like and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. And let me know if there is something else that you want me to talk about, or maybe this video gave you an idea. I'd love to hear about it. Anyway, thanks for listening again, and I look forward to seeing you soon.